Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Right now at 10, the fallout of Silicon Valley Bank has investors worried, but the U.S. Treasury assures them things will be okay. Good evening, and thank you for watching News 8 Now this weekend. I'm Emily Haugen. The U.S. government announced it's taking steps to assure deposit holders at the failed Silicon Valley Bank will have access to their money tomorrow. The news from the Treasury Department comes hours before jittery global markets are set to open, amid concern that the fallout of the bank's problems could spread. CBS News correspondent Christian Benavides reports.
Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen approved measures aimed at fully protecting all depositors of Silicon Valley Bank. The Sunday evening announcement says depositors of the failed California bank will have access to all their money starting Monday.
Secretary Yellen today approved actions enabling the FDIC to complete its resolution of Silicon Valley Bank in a manner that fully protects all depositors.
The Treasury Department adds that no losses associated with the resolution of Silicon Valley Bank will be shouldered by taxpayers. Earlier on CBS's Face the Nation, Yellen tried to calm rattled investors, saying Washington is working to help depositors who are worried about their money after the bank's stunning collapse.
I've been working all weekend with our banking regulators to design appropriate policies to address this situation. The American banking system is really safe and well capitalized. It's resilient.
The FDIC, which took control of the bank after its sudden failure, insures deposits up to $250,000. But many tech companies and wealthy individuals had significantly greater amounts with the bank and urged the government to step in to head off wider problems.
I think the U.S. banking is secure. I don't think this is a systemic risk.
Also Sunday, the Federal Reserve Board announced it will make available additional funding to eligible depository institutions to help assure banks have the ability to meet the needs of all their depositors. Christian Benavides, CBS News.
And the Treasury Department also said it identified a similar situation at Signature Bank of New York. It was closed Sunday by its state chartering authority. The Treasury says all depositors of the institution will be made whole. Well, taxes can be tough. AARP Foundation wants to help. From now until April 18th, anyone aged 50 or older can get help filing their taxes both in person and online. The AARP Tax Aid Program is available nationwide, and a representative says getting help with your taxes can make a big difference.
A lot of our members, especially retirees, might be finding they're wanting to dabble in something else at this time of life or just needing to supplement their income. And so we can help them with those simpler self-employment returns as well.
So you can do it online, but aids will be available both in person in La Crosse and Sparta. So remember to bring your photo ID and your social security card for more information, including locations and hours for those in-person sessions. We'll post a link to all that information at news8000.com.
All right, we're seeing a little bit of snow at this hour. Take a look here at the radar scan, and you can see over towards portions of Clark County as well as portions of Monroe County seeing a little bit of snow. You can see over towards the Fremont area just to the east of Eau Claire, towards Winona, to the west and south of La Crosse. Viroqua seeing a little bit of snow. Portions of Winneshiek and Alameda County seeing some snow, as well as portions of Crawford and Richland County. Even Juneau and Adams County picking up on a little bit of snow at this hour. Numbers for today, about half and half. Half of us stayed at or above freezing. Half of us stayed below freezing. From Eau Claire north, you were below freezing. 31 was the high in Preston, 32 Decorah, 32 in Viroqua, 33 in Prairie du Chien, 36 was the high in Boscobel. We're seeing a temperature of 27 degrees with cloudy skies at the airport. It feels like 27 out there with winds out of the south at 3 miles per hour. Other temperatures across the area, we are in the 20s across the majority of the Cooley region. Over towards the Chippewa Valley area, 28 is the current temperature in Eau Claire, 31 is the current temperature in Ladysmith. But you factor in that feels like temperature, some places in the low teens, even low 20s over towards the Ladysmith area. Now, coming up in the first warn forecast, Emily, we're going to talk about some precip chances, and we'll talk about above normal temperatures, and I'll let you know how long that will last. That's coming up in a few minutes.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Eric.
You bet.
Well, authorities say 3 people were injured in a fiery plane crash last night near Flying Cloud Airport in Eden Prairie, Minnesota. Officials with the Eden Prairie Police Department say they responded to the report of a crash at approximately 9:40 that night. Police say the plane was engulfed in flames and 3 occupants were taken to the hospital with no apparent life-threatening injuries. The National Transportation Safety Board and Federal Aviation Administration are investigating what caused that crash. And 4 astronauts are back on Earth after spending 5 months on board the International Space Station. SpaceX's Crew 5 splashed down in the Gulf of Mexico Saturday near Tampa, Florida. Rescue ships met the team on their arrival and hauled the capsule out of the ocean to let the crew disembark, giving the astronauts their first breath of fresh air in nearly 160 days. The team spent months carrying out research experiments and keeping up with maintenance on the station, which is now 2 decades old. And former Vice President Mike Pence is openly rebuking former President Trump's role in the January 6th riots and says, quote, history will hold Donald Trump accountable, unquote. On Saturday, Pence spoke at the annual Gridiron Club dinner in Washington, D.C. He slammed Trump, saying Trump's reckless words endangered his family and everyone at the Capitol that day. The former VP made a promise during his speech saying, quote, for as long as I live, I will never ever diminish the injuries sustained or lives lost or the heroism of law enforcement on that tragic day, unquote. Well, back here at home, Menards is lending a helping hand this month. Just this month, La Crosse's Menards is a drop site for food pantry donations. Customers are encouraged to donate non-perishable food items. And Menards general manager says he hopes these will help those who need it the most.
I think it's really important that in a food drive situation that we get people and get the community involved so that people who are in need of food, who can't maybe afford to buy food or need assistance with food, have an opportunity and have an ample supply to get it.
So if you'd like to help, you can bring items like canned goods to Menards throughout the month of March. That's just the location in North La Crosse. So all of your donations there will go to the Hunger Task Force. And coming up on News 8, Saying Yes to the Dress. A charity is bringing the magic of prom dress shopping to girls in California free of charge. More on that coming up later. But first, chasing waterfalls. Spring is heading our way, and it's a great reminder to explore what's in our backyard. A look at some of Wisconsin's frozen falls after the break. Stay with us.
Pilgrims in Arcadia is looking to add maintenance technicians and want you to apply. We offer you on-site training in our new state-of-the-art training center, flexibility with 4 different shifts, competitive pay, career advancement, and a hefty benefits program. Here's what our employees have to say.
I would encourage anybody looking for a job in maintenance to come to Pilgrims because we give them the opportunity to train and advance their careers through our program.
If you are looking for a good, stable, reliable job, Pilgrims is the place to work.
Apply in person at our recruiting office, Main Street, Arcadia.
How do you become America's #1? Start by taking care of families for over 75 years. Earn the trust of 32 NFL teams. Be there for America's toughest. And help when help is needed. America's #1 isn't a status earned overnight. It's earned in every wash and re-earned every day. Tide, America's #1 detergent.
At Bright Star Care, we are looking for kind, passionate, reliable individuals who will go above and beyond for our clients. We truly do feel like we're the best provider in town. We're going above and beyond every single day. There's stressful days, times, but we're all in it for the right reasons, and we always do the right thing. We are currently looking for caregivers, CNAs, LPNs, and RNs.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
Well, don't go chasing these waterfalls unless you've got snow boots on. Eric Peterson takes us to one of Wisconsin's famous frozen falls in Marinette County.
From its headwaters near Crandon, the Peshtigo River flows more than 135 miles before reaching the waters of Green Bay. But at a place called Goodman County Park, water begins to swell and gain momentum.
It's not the biggest falls, but it really takes on a cool shape. Coming under the bridge, it flows over quite a few rocks, and just the power that goes through it. I mean, it's strong falls, so even though it might not be the biggest drop you've ever seen, the amount of water that comes gushing through that thing is amazing to watch.
Marinette County Development and Tourism Program Assistant Autumn Rockhill says Strong Falls is a popular destination, especially in the winter.
With the snow over it, the ice formations that get created, but it's amazing to see that water still flowing no matter how cold it gets.
Rockhill says it's been a relatively mild winter in the area northwest of Wasaki, with snow piling up only recently. She says spring-like weather is on its way and will have an impact on this winter waterfall.
You could come on a Monday and a Friday and have a totally different sight. So that's one of the really cool things, is just to watch the way nature's changing, the way the weather is working with the water that's flowing, and just to see the differences and the amazing things that can occur in just a short amount of time.
So if you plan to visit the famous frozen waterfall, Marinette Parks have a $5 daily vehicle fee, and that's good for all locations. And coming up on News 8, winter weather isn't just hitting the Midwest. A look at the latest storm damage in California. That's coming up after the break.
And in the world of weather, we have a little bit of snow on the radar at this hour over towards the Bridge Creek area, over towards the north and east of Eau Claire. Now, we are going to get a break from the snow, but is it out of the woods for the next 8 days? I'll have that answer in the First One forecast on the other side of the break. Stay with us.
At Gillespie & Associates, we're invested in this community because it's our community, and it's our mission to help you plan your financial future so you can retire with more confidence. To see if you're on track to your financial goals, call Gillespie & Associates today.
Welcome to the brand new Holiday Inn Express & Suites. Whether you're here for business, family events, or a weekend getaway, we've got you covered. Overtired? Overworked? Lay down in one of our super comfy beds. Got kids? Our adjoining rooms are perfect for a restful night's sleep. Let the kids burn off energy in our kiddie pool while you relax in our hot tub. Come check in and check out our brand new Holiday Express & Suites in Onalaska La Crosse.
The average employee has been with their current employer for 4.1 years. Our employees at Chart Industries disagree. If you're eager to join a company you can retire from, then chart your career with Chart Industries. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
JC tried Game Flings for the first time the other day and forgot where she was. You can always spot a first-timer. Game Flings with Oxy Boost and Febreze.
Sexual assault of an 11-year-old. No prison time. He raped a military veteran, left her for dead. Just 2.5 years. Raped a mentally disabled 14-year-old. Probation. How the heck did this happen? Janet Protasewicz.
If you could go back in time, would you have ruled any differently? I would say no.
Really? No time in prison?
I would say no.
Protasewicz set violent criminals free. Again and again. Tell Judge Protasewicz, stop protecting criminals.
Migraine hits hard, so you hit back with Ubrelvy. You put it all on the line. One dose of Ubrelvy quickly stops migraine in its tracks within 2 hours.
Do not take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Most common side effects were nausea and tiredness.
Ask about Ubrelvy, the anytime, anywhere migraine medicine.
This is our community. And while the present moment may feel unpredictable, we are here to help you stay focused on the future. So stay safe, stay strong, and stay confident with Gillespie & Associates.
Visit the Early Bird Home Show, going on now at the Ford Store Home Improvements. Lowest prices of the year on your 2023 project. Windows, bathrooms, and more. Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Well, across the country, millions of Californians are being hit by severe weather yet again. This time, it's from an atmospheric river that has dumped rain in the central part of the state, causing massive flooding. CBS's Bradley Blackburn has the latest.
Heavy rain from an atmospheric river is swelling rivers throughout California. Floodwaters rising in Kern County, surrounding buildings, and in Tulare County, rushing right outside a window. The officials in multiple communities ordered evacuations. In Monterey County, the Pajaro River's levee breached Saturday, leaving a 120-foot gap.
At this time, we do not have a precise estimate on what it will take to stop the breach.
More than 8,000 people were told to leave their homes. Isaac Martinez and his family evacuated while the water was up to their knees.
It's hard, to start over again.
Water rose quickly, forcing rescue crews to search for trapped cars. The California National Guard saving some drivers who were caught in the flash flood. And officials warn there's more rain in the forecast.
We are not done yet. We are dealing with rain and wind events that I can only describe as a super soaker saturation event.
Meanwhile, in the mountains, it's the snow that's still a problem. The heavy, wet snowpack, too much for rooftops.
I'm calling it a white tornado.
Don Turek's living room and kitchen were crushed.
This thing came down in a 7-day period like never before.
Wild weather across California, with more on the way. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News.
Well, it's definitely not over. The National Weather Service expects yet another atmospheric river to drench the Bay Area and Monterey this week. Flood watches are in place until at least Wednesday morning. Well, on another note, you may have already finished off that box of Thin Mints or 3 that you bought from your neighborhood Girl Scouts, but the organization is much more than just cookies. So today is National Girl Scout Day. March 12th recognizes the group and the millions of girls who are members. Girl Scouts of America were founded on this day in 1912, so girls could have a chance to take part in outdoor adventures and service projects. And you can take part and help them out by volunteering to be a leader, donating to your local group, or right now, buying more cookies. And that is not a very difficult thing for me to do because I love to buy cookies. Oh, okay, Eric.
It's not me spending $35 to get cookies.
You're supporting our local scouts.
I am. I found a dealer and I got some cookies.
As a former Girl Scout, I appreciate it.
Well, I've said this on social media, so I'm having surgery on Tuesday for my knee to get some stuff taken care of there. So this is going to be my, if you will, my go-to for the next several weeks while I'm in rehab recovery.
You know what? It's what you deserve.
It is. I deserve a nice box of Girl Scout cookies. So I think I'm going to have to go hit up one more Girl Scout before I, go under the knife for that. So, all right. Good evening, everybody. We have a little bit of snow on the radar. Let's go ahead and take a look here at the radar. At this hour, you can see over towards portions of the northern part of the viewing area, over towards Clark County, over towards portions of Eau Claire County, seeing a little bit of snow. But I want to draw your attention to our central and southern zones at this hour. We'll go ahead and move the map south, and you can see over towards Winona, seeing some snow, heavy snow just to the west of La Crosse, over towards La Crescent, Spring Grove area, seeing a little bit of snow towards Viroqua, Decorah, even Prairie du Chien, seeing some snow at this hour. So here's a look at the big picture. That low pressure system that pushed its way through last night into this morning. We're on the back end of that, so that's what's going to keep the winds out of the north for the overnight hours going into your Monday. So we're going to get a break, finally a much needed break in terms of the precipitation for now. High pressure is going to regain control for your Monday going into your Tuesday, but we do have precip chances in the forecast. So when you wake up in the morning, temperatures in the 20s will reach you. Low 20s, even upper teens towards Ladysmith. 20 in Eau Claire, 21 Black River Falls, 21 Sparta, 24 in La Crosse, the Double Deuces, 22 in Viroqua, 25 in Prairie du Chien. So the snow chances are going to dissipate as we go into your evening and overnight hours. Sky Tracker is trying to paint a little bit of a break in the clouds in the mid to late morning hours. Otherwise, we're going to stay mostly cloudy. Then the clouds will dissipate as we go into Monday evening into the overnight hours. Highs on Monday. There you go. How about temperatures in the upper 20s, low 30s? Still below normal for this time of year. But the good news is we don't have that precip in the forecast. We kind of have a break to dry out, if you will. So we're seeing mostly cloudy skies out there. 27 is the current temperature. It feels like 27 out there with winds out of the south at 3 miles per hour. Eau Claire, good evening to you guys. You're seeing snow at this hour. 28 is your current temperature and your feels like temperature, and we have a nice calm wind out there. Numbers for today made it to 34 and 27 in La Crosse. 44 is where we should be for this time of year. 74 was the record high set back in 1990. 30 was the high in Eau Claire. You didn't move much today. you only moved 2 degrees. 28 was your low. We actually reached our high after midnight today, and temperatures just hovered between 28 and 29 throughout the day. 39 is where you should be for this time of year. 20 is where we should be on the low end. So the first warn forecast for tonight, that snow chance is going to continue. The wind is going to pick up. Again, that snow chance is going to diminish in the overnight hours. Winds will be out of the west-northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Some places seeing gusts as high as 20 miles per hour. As we take a look here at the next several hours, by 8 a.m. we'll see cloudy skies with a temperature of 26 degrees. And notice, much like today, we don't move much in terms of temperature. We're only staying between 26 and 30. We will see the wind start to take more of a north-northwesterly approach as we go into the afternoon and early evening hours. And then that takes us into the next 8 days. So Tuesday we go to 35, 46 for Wednesday. How about 49 for Thursday? You know, we have not hit 50 degrees this year in La Crosse. There are some places farther south that have already, but La Crosse is not, so we'll keep an eye on Thursday. The caveat to that, we have an 80% chance of rain. St. Patrick's Day, 33 degrees. We go to 31 for the weekend, or Saturday, 38 for Sunday, 40 for Monday. You know what sounds really good right now?
What?
A nice box of Girl Scout cookies.
I would agree. Glad you're stocked up, right?
I am pumped.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Eric.
You bet.
And now it's time to announce the chosen Picturing Our Community photo for the week. This week's winner is Karen Kroger of Onalaska with a morning walk in Tomah. Every week we pick a photo to be shared in a gallery on our website at news8000.com and socially on our News 8 Now Facebook page, Twitter, and Instagram. If you'd like to participate, just head to news8000.com, click on Submit Photos and Videos under the Home tab, and then click on Picturing Our Community and enter your photo. A new winner will be chosen every Friday, announced Sunday night, and then showcased online Monday morning. And coming up in sports, a breakdown of the next week's state tournament games. And brackets are here. Kate has a breakdown of the NCAA tournament after the break.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Mayo Clinic Health System. Whether you need routine care or specialty care, Mayo Clinic Health System offers the best options for care where and when you and your family needs it.
Ashley's anniversary mattress sale is going on now. Celebrate decades of restful nights with incredible value on Ashley Sleep mattresses. And for a limited time, receive a free adjustable base upgrade with the purchase of an Ashley Sleep Align mattress set, only at Ashley.
Hello, I'm Christy Halenka, Reading Program Chair at Viterbo University. Viterbo is proud to serve our area communities by providing programs that produce quality educators and leadership in our schools. Viterbo University is once again partnering with News 8 to recognize outstanding classroom teachers in the area. We look forward to working with generations of teachers and change agents for years to come. Do you know a top-notch teacher? Then go online to news8000.com or write to this address.
Hi, I'm Ben Phillips, President and CEO of Phillips Outdoor Services. Great companies are made up of great people. We work hard to create a culture that people want to be a part of.
What makes Phillips unique to me is that I never come into work feeling like a number. Ben, Brianna, Tyler, everybody in the office, they really just make coming in every day enjoyable, and I think that's really important.
Ubrelvy helps you fight migraine attacks. You put it all on the line. You do it all. So you bring Ubrelvy. It can quickly stop migraine in its tracks within 2 hours without worrying if it's too late or where you are.
Unlike older medicines, Ubrelvy is a pill that directly blocks a protein believed to be a cause of migraine. Do not take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Most common side effects were nausea and tiredness.
Migraine pain relief starts with you. Learn how AbbVie can help you save. Ask about Ubrelvy, the anytime, anywhere migraine medicine.
This year at Ashley's anniversary sale, we were able to secure a more affordable price on the same great quality as before, and we're passing those savings on to you. And bonus savings on outdoor furniture. Plus, we're offering 5 years special financing, only at Ashley.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports.
Well, the brackets have been released, and that means March Madness is here. We knew that after the Badgers' first-round exit in the Big Ten tournament meant their hopes of making the field of 68 was unlikely, and it's confirmed the Badgers did not make it. The top 4 seeds are Alabama, Houston, Purdue, and Kansas, but the Marquette Golden Eagles are not far behind. After finishing the regular season with one of the best seasons the program has ever had, Marquette ran the table in a stacked Big East field and won the Big East tournament. It was unlikely that Marquette was going to get the 1 seed, but that tournament win secured the Golden Eagles as a 2 seed, the highest seed in program history, adding to the already historic season. Marquette finds themselves in the East region, and they'll be facing off against the Vermont Catamounts in round 1 over in Columbus, Ohio. The game is set for Friday afternoon, so it might be a good day to start the weekend a little early. Now, yesterday, Aquinas coach Dave Donarski and Macy Donarski may have fallen a little short in the state finals game, but at the college level, Lexi Donarski and her Iowa State Cyclones are Big 12 champions. The former Aquinas standout had 20 points in the semifinal win on Saturday, and then this afternoon, 9 points and some lockdown defense helped the Cyclones bring their first Big 12 tournament win since 2001. Donarski is just a junior, but late last week was named to the All Big 12 defensive team and is the first player in ISU history to earn the honors 2 times. And if you want to catch Lexi and her Cyclones in action, they'll be playing next Saturday in Knoxville, Tennessee for their first round game against Toledo. Time and channel to still be determined. And in case you missed it, we had 5 of our area teams advance to the state tournament in Madison next week, including La Crosse Central, who is making the trip for the 6th time in 8 years. A great season for the Riverhawks, but they really kicked things into gear during the playoffs, getting a last-second win over Onalaska and then big wins over New London and Medford. Central got the number 2 seed and will be facing off against Whitnall late Friday afternoon. If Central can win that one, then that will almost certainly set up a rematch from last year's final against Pewaukee. In Division 3, it was West Salem, the Panthers making it through, one of the best teams in the state all year long. Their only loss coming to the top Metro team in Minneapolis. But for the Wisconsin teams, West Salem has crushed almost everyone in their path. They fell short last year in the state finals, but this year the Panthers are hoping to bring home that golden ball. West Salem got the top overall seed. They'll be facing off against Milwaukee Academy of Science in the semifinals on Thursday at 1:35 p.m. The first game of the tournament kicking things off with a bang. And we've got 2 Division 4 teams starting with Luther. The Knights are heading to Madison for the 2nd time in 3 years. And this year, their only 2 losses come to the hands of West Salem, a very talented team that's going to be a very tough out. But the Knights are going to have to face another one of our area foes in Whitehall. The Norsemen are back at the state tournament for the first time since 1986, but they're back and ready for a big state tournament. And lucky for us, these 2 teams are facing off against each other. In the first round, it will be the last game of the night on Thursday, and most likely will start sometime after 8 p.m. And lastly, for Division 5, the Royal Panthers are making their 2nd ever state tournament appearance and first since 2010. The Panthers are the 4 seed and will have their hands full with a very tough Newman Catholic team. This one's set to start at 9 a.m. on Friday morning, maybe a little too early for a basketball game. I'll be heading over to Royals practice tomorrow to see how the team's feeling after making it to state, so be on the lookout for that. All right, and real quickly before we're out of time, the UWL track and field teams were down in Birmingham for the indoor track and field championships, and they went crazy yesterday. Both the men's and women's team were crowned as national champions. It's the first time that one school won both titles in Division 3. They took home 3 gold medals and a number of podium finishes, but now it's time to get ready for the outdoor season. That's all for sports. More news after the break.
Get Jack's Pizza for just $1.99. Monday only at Hy-Vee. That's right, your daily deal for Monday is Jack's Pizza for just $1.99. While supplies last. Only at Hy-Vee.
We love our pets, but we don't always love their hair, which is why we made Bounce Pet Hair and Lint Guard. With 3 times the pet hair fighting ingredients, just 1 sheet helps remove pet hair from your clothes. Looking good starts in the dryer with Bounce Pet.
Searching for gold at the end of the rainbow? Well, you can find it here at the King Furniture St. Patrick's Day sale, where now through Sunday, you're gonna save some green. Get Shamrock with savings up to 60% off, plus 0% free financing, recliners, sofas, sectionals, and more. It's all here and it's all in stock and ready to be delivered. Let the shenanigans begin at the King Furniture St. Patrick's Day sale. Don't miss it.
This is how legends are made.
Chevy Silverado and new Silverado HD. Choose your own path. with the #1 best-selling retail full-size pickup and see where it takes you. Find new roads. It's Chevy truck season. Get 0% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all Silverado 1500 pickups. And current Chevy owners get $2,500 cash allowance on this Silverado with a turbo high-output engine. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
For 47 years, they've brought you the finest street machines, motorcycles, street rods, race cars, trucks, antiques, and classics in the Midwest. God's Country Racing Association's annual Custom Auto Show is coming to the main arena of the La Crosse Center March 17th through the 19th. Day passes and weekend passes are available at the door. God's Country Racing Association's 47th annual Custom Auto Show is sponsored in part by Curtis Printing Company, Premier Powder Coating, Auto Value, Big Boar Barbecue, and Holman Custom and Collision.
Introducing Astapro Allergy, steroid-free allergy relief that starts working in 30 minutes, while other allergy sprays take hours. Now with Astapro Fast Allergy Relief, you can Astapro and go.
Get Jack's Pizza for just $1.99. Monday only at Hy-Vee. That's right, your daily deal for Monday is Jack's Pizza for just $1.99. While supplies last, only at Hy-Vee.
Well, it's almost prom season and many are getting ready to say yes to the dress. Glass Slipper, a Sacramento nonprofit, is aiming to benefit girls who have been in foster care, and they hosted a free event giving away dresses, shoes, jewelry, makeup, and other items.
Sparkly dresses and sky-high heels. The Glass Slipper is a nonprofit stepping in as a fairy godmother before prom. They're making sure girls who were in or are in the foster care system have a chance to feel glamorous.
We want them to feel like they are VIP and they're coming into the most beautiful salon and getting their hair and their makeup and jewelry. We want them to feel like they are royalty and they can choose whatever dress they want and it's for that.
100% volunteer driven, relying solely on donations. Co-director Jennifer Kidwell says the community stepped up, bringing this boutique shopping experience to life.
For us, it was, let's bring an amazing experience to them where they can shop for everything, things that maybe they couldn't otherwise afford or have as a selection for them, and they'd be able to take everything for free.
Kidwell's mother founded the Glass Slipper back in 1997. The two now get to see the organization's impact together.
I just really want these kids to know that the community just supports and cares about their future. I want them to have an experience that'll be an amazing shopping experience, but the underlying message of that is that they are beautiful, they have intrinsic value, and that they have the potential to just change their world.
Volunteers making sure these girls have their Cinderella moment. After all, it's the little things and the shiny ones that can make a difference.
We'll be right back.
Retirement is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make, so you need to get it right. At Gillespie & Associates, we'll design a plan so you can retire on your terms. I'm Private Wealth Advisor Tim Gillespie, and I'm here to help.
Cracks in brick, cracks in block? Call American Waterworks. Leaning or bowing basement walls? Call American Waterworks. Sticking windows or doors? Call American Waterworks. Settling or sinking foundation? That's right. Call American Waterworks. It's a fact. Foundation problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call American Waterworks. Call American Waterworks today.
It's easy to see when you have a plumbing problem, but when it comes to your water, things aren't always so clear. Without water conditioning, your water may be doing more harm than good. Hard water can damage your pipes and appliances, leave spotting on dishes, as well as dry out your skin and hair. Contact the professionals at Maxwell White. More than a plumbing company, we offer comprehensive water conditioning. That's 2 great services under one roof. Enjoy cleaner dishes, softer and brighter clothes, and much more with a simple call to Maxwell White. Water conditioning done right.
There are so many things we take for granted, and along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for granted too. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living, and through no fault of their own, they're being left behind? If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy and water providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
Dan Kelly won't keep our community safe. As a lawyer, Kelly defended child sex predators who posed as ministers in order to prey on vulnerable young girls. They lured young children to locations they believed to be safe, only to sexually assault and molest them. And Dan Kelly defended those monsters. Do you want someone like that on the Supreme Court? Dan Kelly, an extremist who doesn't care about us.
At Gillespie & Associates, we're invested in this community because it's our community, and it's our mission to help you plan your financial future so you can retire with more confidence. To see if you're on track to your financial goals, call Gillespie & Associates today.
One final look at the next 8 days. We go to 31 Monday, mid-30s with abundant sunshine for Tuesday. Thank goodness for that. Mid to upper 40s for Wednesday and Thursday. Then we go back into the upper 20s, low 30s for Saturday. One thing to note, I'm having knee surgery on Tuesday, so I'm going to be away from the desk for a few weeks. My goal is to be back April 5th. Fingers crossed. Well, best of luck. Thank you.
We'll miss you.
Thanks.
Thank you for watching News 8.